So stress management is extremely important, but many of us don't know what to do with stress management, or how does that look? And I have some ideas for you. These are things that I tell to my clients and also things that I implement in my own life. But one thing that I try to do every single day towards the evening at the end of my day is I find something that makes me laugh. I have learned to log on. I have a Hulu account, and I have looked for some of the old movies or old programs. I've watched I Dream of Jeannie. Those of you that remember That Girl, even my teenage daughters have watched That Girl, all the seasons that are on there, and they laughed hysterically. And it was so simple. It's kind of like stupidly funny, but it was funny. And when we laugh, we create these endorphins that get released into our bodies that just help us to relax more and bring us more joy. So we're always looking for ways to relax the system in our body. We know that stress takes down and reduces our immune response to antigens. Antigens are offenders in the environment, whether it's a virus, a bacteria, a parasite, or anything that could be coming at us, or could be in our environment or in the food that we eat, or a surface that we could be touching. So we want to make sure that we have, as much as possible, the least amount of stress. Another thing is to make sure we get a good night's sleep. I will be doing a video on sleep and talking about more ways that we can do sleep. Another thing is I encourage meditation. And meditation is kind of this broad term. People don't really know, what does meditate mean? What do I meditate on? So I'm going to tell you what I do. And I come from a Christian background. You do not have to come from a Christian background. So this is where I'm just going to share what I do. This does not mean it has to be for you. But I ended up going online and buying this Bible called an Inspire Bible. And what I love about this Bible is I love the colors. And I really loved that it was kind of pretty on the edges. But I loved that it was a coloring Bible. And I didn't really think I was a colorer, I'll be honest with you. So I'm going to try to find a place in here with some colors. But the more I colored, the more I was relaxed. And then I started reading different segments. Like this is a one to be colored yet. I haven't colored. But I started coloring like my little daisies. This kind of made me happy. I loved coloring daisies, and they were fun, and they were, they were just colorful. And you can see I have a lot of color that I've colored because I love color. And we're walking into the winter months, and there's not as much color. So for me, I just went to my local Sam's Club, which is a bulk buying company, and I got these colored pencils. This is actually my second batch of pencils I'm going to be opening because I use them so much. And then I went online. And when I went online, this is kind of funny, but I found this, and it was like $30. It was 160 different colors, and there's like 5 trays in here. I felt like I had hit the mother lode. I was so excited. So what I do is I find certain scriptures in here that I like to read, and I've got a couple. Psalm 91 is my favorite psalm. It's peaceful and calming to me. I met a new friend recently, and his was Psalm 139. And he's been such an inspiration to me to talk with him and get to know him and his family. And those 2 scriptures, I have spent a lot of time reading and meditating on them because they bring me comfort and to know that God's with me. And those are the things I meditate on throughout my day. I start my day on a special chair in my living room that looks out over a field, so I can look at something pleasant, and I read my Bible, or I meditate, or part of it I will color for a little bit, and I try to end my day that way as well. So I have the ability to feel calm and relaxed as I go to sleep. Many people are sensitive to electromagnetic fields or to the Wi-Fi and things, so I don't recommend people having a Wi-Fi thing in their room, like an iPad or their cell phone, because if it's on, it emits Wi-Fi, which goes out in a circular pattern and can disrupt our sleep. So if you're having trouble sleeping, I recommend you put your phone on airplane mode and try to help settle your nervous system. Maybe grab a cup of chamomile tea if you're not sensitive to daisies. It's a small white daisy. For the majority of the population, chamomile is relaxing, but there is a small segment of the population that actually does the exact opposite. It's a rare few who get that way, but you'll know if you try chamomile tea and you feel more energized, then that is not your herbal remedy. But if you feel calm and relaxed from it, I actually get it as a lemon chamomile tea. I now grow my own chamomile, so I make my own tea from that and buy lemons and squeeze that. But a nice warm cup of lemon and chamomile is so relaxing. Helps settle the nervous system going into the night. So that's just a couple of ideas that you can do, but find ways to keep your immune system strong through meditation, and grab maybe a cup of tea in the morning or the evening when you just want to have that nice little peaceful time. It again helps settle that nervous system, helps boost your immune system, and find ways to laugh so that you can increase new endorphins or good endorphins being released into the body. But this is a stressful time period, and I just encourage you to find ways to de-stress as much as possible. It's easy to say and not easy to do. You have to be pretty purposeful and intentional about it. But that's all part of self-care that helps boost our immune system. So I hope you guys have a great day ahead. Thanks for watching, and I hope to talk to you soon.